Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is she will break your mind. Well, I was at the theater a few weeks ago watching one of the latest movies, and they had the advertisement on for a movie called The Northman, and it's coming out later on this year. And there's a scene in that trailer about I guess it's let's say the star, the hero of the show, and then this lady who's appears like she's helping him, right? The co-star, and she says something to him. He comes back to take revenge on the family stuff, and it's probably a good movie. I'll probably go see it. And anyway, she says something to him along the lines of, "You have the power to break men's bones, and I have the power, and I have the cunning to break their minds." And man, when I heard that, that's powerful, great writing. That's interesting, and it reminded me of how I was back when I was married, and how basically the verbal abuse from my wife broke my mind. So it was, let's say, it's a moment in the theater that was sending a shockwave through me again, thinking of how close I came to being totally lost because of this horrible situation I was in with this verbally abusive wife. And I think a lot of you guys are stuck, find yourself in this situation too, with a bad wife, with a verbally abusive wife, with a woman who's dominating and controlling your life. And she's she's basically broken your mind, right? You can't think for yourself. You have to get permission for everything you do. You have to think how she thinks. You got to do what she says. You're a puppet on a string. You're basically a slave. She's broken you. She's broken you. And the reason you don't leave is you're broken and fearful. And I feel for you. And I feel because I was nearly lost myself. I spent years suffering like this until one day I finally got up the courage to leave. And I wrote a book about all my experiences leading up to that. And I think if you're in this situation where you think certainly your spirit is broken, but your mind might be even broken, that you can't think for yourself anymore. You think you don't matter because of your wife telling you this, just constantly coming at you with your faults and the problems with you, and how you should be and what you should do and how you should think and how you should act. And you're broken. Your mind is broken. Your spirit is broken. And I think you should check, at a minimum, think this over. You might want to go to my website, allhappierman.com, and look for I have a when you get to that website, you should see my book, Leave Your Wife and Become a Happier Man with a 3-step system. There's links on the web on my website to get to that book, and you can read about it. I've got a long article, and I've got some other articles on verbal abuse and things like that. And it's a horrible, horrible subject. Verbal abuse is a horrible, horrible thing. It's breaking you. It's broken people time and time and time again, and it's sad and it's horrible. And in your case, if you're a man in a bad marriage like this, she's broken your mind. And like I said, that scene in that movie teaser, while I know what she's meaning, right? She's the cunning lady who's going to help this guy carry out his revenge. But in my case, in your case, this cunning lady is your wife, and she's using all these verbally abusive tactics to control you, to break your spirit, to break your mind. And it's sad, and it's horrible that a person would do this. And truthfully, she may not really even be trying to do this. She might not be this cunning person trying to have traps for you to that you cannot get out of. Usually it's just that's just the way she is. And when you're dealing with a person who's that's the way they are, you have no hope of dealing with that and trying to come out with a decent life. Your only hope is to realize that that's the mess you're in, and your only hope is to get out of it, to leave her and try to start over with a better life and a happier life. And I've written extensively about the Happier Man lifestyle I enjoy on the happierman.com website, and some of the things that you could look forward to are in the book. And certainly, if you live a free life, you're going to have a much, much happier life than you are now with this verbally abusive woman breaking your mind. So give that horrible idea a little bit of thought. I feel for you. I wish I could help you more, but I have given you some guidance, some things to think about, and please think for yourself before it's too late. All for now.